Kyle here from the Brand Extract digital marketing team. Let's talk about LinkedIn. It can be a really powerful channel to grow your personal brand and your business. So today I want to cover 10 tips to optimize your LinkedIn profile and then talk a little bit more about how it can be leveraged to grow your personal brand and your business. Let's dive in. So tip number 1, use a professional profile and cover photo. A good rule of thumb here is to use waist-high shots. It's just more visually interesting than if it's really zoomed in on your face, or a faraway shot where if it shows up in a feed, someone might not be able to recognize you. So make sure you're well lit. Make sure your face stands out from the background. There should be some contrast to make it really pop when it shows up in feeds. Tip number 2, update your headline. This is really valuable real estate. And it can be used in one of 2 ways. So the first is simply sharing what you do. That's what I do here. The second is to leverage the 120 characters, as a value proposition. So to share the problem that you help solve and lead with that. That's the first thing that a lot of people will see as they're scrolling through their feed. So if you make that a really visible aspect of your profile, it can help you stand out. Tip number 3, leverage the about section by sharing your story and your skill set. I really recommend writing in the first person. This is a space to really humanize yourself and share your unique story. What are you passionate about? What's your professional skill set? I share what I do. And I also share what I'm passionate about. I love soccer. I love photography. And I do share that and a little bit of my background in this space. And I share a list of what I do and my skill set. And then adding a little call to action, I think, is always really useful. Encourage people to reach out to you if you might have a mutual interest or similar background. Tip number 4, update your public profile and URL. So creating a custom URL just helps further brand yourself, and it makes your profile that much more concise and clean when the URL shows up when someone visits your page. And it also does help with SEO. Tip number 5, use the Open for Business features. This is a really useful space to share what services you provide. And what takes this to the next level is that it's actually searchable within LinkedIn. So for example, if I search sports photography, I can search in services, and what will come up is a list of individuals on LinkedIn who have that in their Open for Business feature and who offer those services. So it's another way for people to find you on LinkedIn. Tip number 6, share links to work examples and products. So using this space improves credibility. It adds backlinks to your content and just provides some additional visual cues for visitors as they're scrolling and looking at your profile. Number 7, this is a new feature again that LinkedIn's rolled out recently, the featured section of your profile. It's awesome because it allows you to add posts, articles, links, or media. And if you click on this, it'll take you directly to your website or whatever piece of content that you've linked to. That's a little bit different from using the work examples here, where it's a double click and then clicking here will then take you off LinkedIn. But this is a direct backlink to your website or a blog post or your portfolio. So a really powerful section of your profile to leverage. Number 8, write an article on LinkedIn or share a post. So LinkedIn's so much more than just a networking platform. It's a great place to learn, and it's a great place to share your expertise on a particular topic. Share what you're passionate about, your hobbies, your interests, and your professional expertise. So if you start a post, you're limited to 1,300 characters. Another option is to write a longer article, which can be published and will show up in the feed and on your profile as well. Number 9, add relevant skills to your profile. Just make sure you're listing relevant skills that are pertinent to your business, but this gives people the opportunity to visit your profile and endorse you. Number 10, engage. So like other social networks, on LinkedIn, you can like, comment, and share on other people's posts, and that actually does show up on your profile. And this is really where LinkedIn shines. That engagement is the power of that networking in the platform. You can add thoughts on other pieces, celebrate accomplishments, publish your own thoughts in leadership, and provide help if someone has questions using your professional expertise. I hope those tips were helpful. If you have any questions about digital marketing, branding, or leveraging LinkedIn, feel free to shoot me a message or connect with me.